Hi, I'm David Ellis from Alameda Police Department Traffic Division, and today we're going to be demonstrating the installation of a child restraint seat in a vehicle, showing you a couple different types of seats and applications. A couple of the seats we're going to be installing today. One is a child seat here with a removable base, which separates from the seat. We're going to show how to install that. The other one here is a non-removable base type for a larger child, a more grown child. We'll be installing that one as well. A couple of supplies we're going to use are the foam noodle, basic thing you buy for your kids to swim on in the pool. Sometimes you use these to lift up the back of the base, and we'll show how to do that too. Studies have shown that on side impacts to vehicles, you're safer to have your baby on the passenger side of the vehicle. There's a couple reasons for this. First of all, if you're unloading your baby from the vehicle from the passenger side, you're naturally loading onto the sidewalk. I've seen many parents, when they have the baby seat on the driver's side, unknowingly they open the door and they're now unloading their baby and themselves into moving traffic, which is a very bad scenario. So when you have one child and it has to be a rear seat outward position, put the baby on the passenger side outboard. The other reason is that most side impacts, or more side impacts in studies that have shown, occur to the driver's side, because that's the side that gets hit first when a vehicle pulls out of a driveway or a side street. So it's safer for your baby for a couple reasons to be on the outboard passenger rear position. Okay, so we talked about the latch system for child seats. The latch system is found in the majority of your newer vehicles. It's identified in your owner's manual under latch system, and you can also locate certain markers on the back seat to let you know if your vehicle has the latch position system. If you look on the back seat here, near the bite of the seat, which is where the back meets the seat, you'll find these little round emblems, which is a small child and a baby seat if you look at it closely. There'll be 4 of them usually across the back seat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these indicate where the hooks are for the latch, okay? So if you reach down right inside where the little round symbol is, you'll feel inside there, you'll find a metal hook. You probably can't see it, but there's a little U-shaped metal hook right here. I'm on it now, okay? Slide over to this position here. Reach inside, there's a metal hook there. Those are the metal hooks where we're going to be hooking the latch system to secure your baby seat. Okay, what we're going to demonstrate here now is an infant seat, which has a removable base. These are very convenient because you can just pop the baby out in her seat and walk away. There's usually a handle on the back of the seat. I'm reaching for it now. You pull it up and lift the seat right out of the base. So we're going to take this out of the picture to make it easier to see what we're doing. This child seat and this vehicle are equipped for the latch system, so we're going to demonstrate a passenger rear side proper application of a base. Okay, so the way you do this is, sometimes you need to get in a little bit to work. This is the belt for the latch system that's on the base. Comes right through here. Pretty simple. Put the seat in. Okay. Look for the little round dot here we talked about that shows where the latch goes. Take this belt. Go inside. Find the hook with your finger. It's right there. Put the hook on the latch bolt. Make sure it's on there with your finger. Actually reach down there and make sure that it snapped around it and didn't snap around something else. Okay, then go to the other side. Same thing. We have the little belt, the latch belt. Reach down. Here's the point right here for the hook. Reach it in there. Okay, I just hooked it on there. Again, check with your thumb and finger to make sure that it's actually on there. Okay. Now it's in. Much like a seat belt. You just tighten this up here, okay, to pull the base down and snug into the seat. Proper way to do this, put a little weight on the seat like this, and then pull the belt again. That way it's really good and tight, okay? Now your base is in very solid, okay? Pull the belt out of the way, put it in, okay? Give it a good shove in, make sure it's in, and then check it like this every time you use it. Tug up on it to make sure that it's really in there and the base is solid, okay? When you check to see if your base is tight enough, take this out again so you can see. What you don't want is more than about 1 inch of movement down here at the belt path. To me, 1 inch is too much, but that's the minimum requirement, or the maximum, I should say. Grab the base right near the belt and try to move it. Okay, you shouldn't have much movement at all. This is normal. Don't check it out here, because you're always going to be able to get movement here because of the leverage. But check it at the belt path, okay? It should be good and tight here. That's pretty solid. We just finished our installation of a base type infant seat. Got it in there nice and snug, everything looks good, except that if you look at the seat now, you'll find the seat is a rather extreme angle. It's standing up way too tall like this. In an infant, this is going to cause problems because the baby's head is going to be falling forward. Take a look at the little gauge there, the little round dial gauge, which shows a orange and blue in the center area. Only blue is supposed to show in there. We've got a lot of orange showing. The problem here is that the angle of this seat in this particular vehicle, where the back meets the seat, is pretty extreme. So the baby seat is now leaning way back. Watch what happens to the gauge when I pull it down a little bit. We're getting more blue showing now, right? So what we need to do is we need to raise the base up a little bit to level out this seat, and I'm going to show you how to do that next. We're going to demonstrate now how to raise the base up by using a piece of foam. This is very similar to the foam noodles that kids use in pools. You can actually use foam noodle, or you can go to a baby supply store and buy a piece like this. It's basically the same material. So we're going to take the seat out. Here's the handle here. And our goal here is to reduce the extreme angle at this base to a little more level so that the baby's head is not falling forward, okay? So to do that, we need to remove the base, okay? Now we're just going to set this piece here. Put the base up on top of it, and then reattach our latches to the latch points in the car. So now we've installed the foam noodle piece down here. Okay, we've reattached our hooks to the latch system. Again, check them with your index finger to make sure that they're actually hooked onto the U and not onto something else, okay? And then tighten this whole thing down again. Put some weight on it. You can put your knee in it. In this case, I'm putting my body weight on top of it. Snug it down. Okay, now we're going to reinstall the seat portion of this, and what we're going to see is a much better angle for the baby on the angle meter. Okay, as you can see, we have a much more gradual angle now for the baby. And what we're going to find, I bet when we put this in, is that the meter is exactly where it should be now. Look at that. All blue showing in the window. Okay, this is a perfect angle. Again, when you put it in, always check it to make sure each time you use it, each and every time, that it's secured in there. Sometimes they go in there, they're not totally in. Just give them a good push down and then check them. So that's a properly installed base type seat now with a good angle.